In the second paragraph, he said that he is pretended to be living as an actor. He was one of the famous actor in America, and in most of many English films he acted. So he, as an actor, he pretended to be living, and mostly he played fictitious roles and fictitious characters, as well as he solved many fictitious problems. So as an actor, he pretended to be living, and he saw many climatic issues in that world. So he doesn't mean that it was a great problem or a great threat for the human beings. Initially, he thought that it was not a serious issue for the mankind. As in mankind, he doesn't give most importance to the climatic problems or climatic issues that people who faced in that area. In last time, he faced that, he saw that many of the peoples who are struggling because of climate change and due to climate crisis, and he was saw that the climate was rapidly changing and the temperature was increasing, the ocean became acidifying and ocean warming, and temperature were rapidly increasing, as also the temperature as an actor, he pretended to be living, and he doesn't give a more important for the climatic issues. And he, as a mankind, he doesn't think that climate issues are happening in this planet, and he was going smoothly as an actor. He doesn't give more importance to the issues of the climatic changes. But after a few weeks or after a few events have happened in that area, that was like a drought intensifying, droughts were intensifying and warming the oceans, rapidly increasing the temperature, and the Greenland and Antarctic oceans between unprecedentedly rated, it was increasing, melting. The Antarctic and the Greenlands were starting to melting. So it was a great threat for the human beings that live in that area. But so many peoples were struggled against this issue, but nobody else gave any solution for this problem. And that he explains in the fourth paragraph. Leonardo DiCaprio, in his speech, he says that everybody, the authority, the industry, the community, the government, everybody knows what is the reason for the climatic issues and climate changes, but nobody else take it. It was an rhetoric and it was not an hysteria. They don't give any importance for the climatic issues. But in the speech, the Leonardo DiCaprio says that the climatic change was a great threat the human beings are facing, and it was a threat for the security of human people who are living in this planet. Children, I thought you all understand this paragraph, so you read carefully the text. I will read the text and explain the meanings.
Children, all of you please take your text. Climate change is not a hysteria, it's a fact. And look at the second paragraph. I will read. As an actor, I pretend for a living. I play fictitious characters, often solving fictitious problems. I believe mankind has looked at climate change in that same way, as if it were a fiction happening to someone else's planet, as if pretending that climate change was not real would somehow make it go away. But I think we know better than that. Every week we are seeing new and undeniable climate events, evidence that accelerated climate change is here now. We know that droughts are intensifying, our oceans are warming and acidifying. When methane plumes rising up from beneath the ocean floor, we are seeing extreme weather events, increased temperatures, and West Antarctica and Greenland ice sheets melting at unprecedented rates, decades ahead of scientific projections. None of this is rhetoric and none of it is hysteria. It's a fact. The scientific community knows it, the industry knows it, and government know it. Climate change is our single greatest security. Children, let us look to the vocabulary, which means undeniable, unquestionable. Rhetoric may not be sincere or honest. Fictitious, untrue. Intensify, to make stronger. Plume, something resembling a feather in shape or appearance. What is the attitude of human beings towards climate change? Answer: Human beings don't take climatic change as a serious issue. They think it is just an imaginary thing and it would go away somehow. Children, shall we look some questions? What are the undeniable climate events that are happening now? The undeniable climate events are extreme weather and events increased temperatures and melting ice sheets from West Antarctica and Greenland. Children, now let's look to the grammatical content. What is present perfect tense? The present perfect is a grammatical combination of the present tense and perfect aspect that is used to express a past events that has present consequences. For example, I have finished the work I finished in the past, but the present consequences has been here. Children, climate change is not a hysteria, it's a fact. From the chapter, the activity 1, here I will read the question. Your school is celebrating National Science Day on 28th February. You are the convener of the Science Club. Prepare a notice. You want to write this question on your notebook and write your version on first. After that, you copy my version on your notebook. ABC School, Kottayam. National Science Day celebrations. The Science Club is celebrating the National Science Day on 28 February 2019. The inaugural meeting will be at 10 am. The famous environmentalist Dr. Joy Penika Parambil will be the chief guest. Our national level science competitions will be honored in the meeting. There will be an exhibition showing some of the highlights from the lives of C.V. Raman and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. All of you cordially invited. Then you know all that the main features of notice. You must write the date, venue, time and chief guest. As a follow-up activity, you prepare a notice on your school is celebrating Environment Day on June 5th. So you want to write your own version in your notebook and send to your English teacher.
Thank you, children. I thought you all are understand. It was an interesting speech delivered by who? Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, children, stay safe, stay home.